Good morning, dear friends. So today we'll discuss percent, a very important topic, percent or percentage. As the name suggests, cent. Cent means century. That means 100. Like in cricket match, batsman scores a century, so he makes 100 runs. The cent means 100. The percent means per 100. This is a sign of percent. Per 100 or out of 100. So it is a scale. Maximum value is 100. Like in an exam, we get the score. Suppose a student gets 67%. That means 67 marks out of 100. So percentage is a comparative measure. We can compare the performance of different things. Like in an election, voting percent is important. How much voting percentage parties have got? Different political parties got different voting percent. So party which has got more vote percent will be able to come into the power. It will get more number of seats. So wherever we have to compare the performance, we use percentage. Like in an exam also, some say Ram gets 75% and Shyam gets 82% marks. So we can compare the performance. So X percentage means X divided by 100. So it is a fraction with denominator 100. So denominator is always 100. That is fixed. So X percentage simply means X divided by 100. So 30% means 30 upon 100. Or in decimal it will be 0.30. 100% means 100 by 100. That is 1. So every number is 100% of itself. Now if I ask what is 30% of 60, that means 30 divided by 100, of means multiply. So 30 upon 100 into 60. So both the zeros will cancel out. 3 into 6, 18. So I will say 30% of 60 is equal to 18. But suppose somebody asks you 30 is what percent of 60? Now the question is slightly different. Earlier it was what is 30% of 60. Now it is 30 is what percent of 60. That means now we have to calculate the percent. Percentage is not given. What is given? 30 is what percent of 60. So 60 is the base. So for solving this, now I will divide 30 by 60 into 100. That means for calculating the percentage, we have to multiply by 100. So again it will be 1 by 2 into 100, 50%. That means 30 is 50% of 60. So now it is clear the difference. When percentage is given, we have to divide by 100, and we have to calculate the percentage, we have to multiply by 100. Sometimes percentage sign may occur more than one time. Suppose say what is 25 percentage of 40 percentage of 400. 25% of 40% of 400. So the question asked here is, what is 25% of 40% of 400? So whenever we see percentage sign, we have to divide by 100. 25 by 100 into 40 by 100 into 400. So if you calculate, it comes out to be 40. Suppose there are two students A and B. A has scored 20% of 80 marks and B has scored 80% of 20 marks. So the question here is, who has got greater number of marks? Who has scored more, A or B? 20% of 80 is more or 80% of 20? So if you see carefully, both are equal to 16. That means X percentage of Y is always equal to Y percentage of X is equal to X into Y upon 100. So this is also an important formula. If we interchange the percentage sign, then there is no difference. X percentage of Y and Y percent of X are equal or same. Suppose somebody asks you what is 14.28% of 35. %14.28% of 35. So if you calculate normally, it will be 14.28 divided by 100 into 35. So this is a lengthy calculation. So what is the shortcut? Shortcut is, if I convert this percentage into a fraction, 14.28%, if I can convert, so this is equal to 1 by 7. So 35 by 7, that is 5. तो स्ट्रेट अवे यू गेट द आंसर एज 5. तो मतलब ये अपने पास एक शॉर्टकट है. अगर परसेंटेज को कन्वर्ट करना है एक फ्रैक्शन में, तो कैलकुलेशन बिकम्स वेरी इजी. नाउ वी विल सी व्हाट आर द कन्वर्जन फ्रॉम फ्रैक्शन टू परसेंटेज. एक लिस्ट में बना रहा हूँ, जो उसको आप नोट कर लो. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लिस्ट. फ्रैक्शन एंड इक्विवेलेंट परसेंटेज. 1 means 100%. 100 by 100 is 1. 1 by 2 means 50%. So 50% means half. This 50% of 30 means half of 30, 15. 1 by 3 if you convert into percentage, 33.3%. 33%. And how to convert 1 by 3 into 100? 33.33%. 1 by 4 is equal to 25%. So 25% of 12, that means 1 by 4 of 12 equal to 3. So if you remember or learn these fractions, calculation will be very easy. 1 by 5 is 20%. 1 by 6 is 16.66%. 1 by 7 we have already seen 14.28%. And 1 by 8 is 12.5%. 12.5%. 1 by 8. Going further, 1 by 9. 1 by 9 is equal to 11.11%. 1 by 10 is 10%. So 1/10 means 10% of any number. 1 by 11 is 9.09%. 9.09 is 1 by 11. 1 by 12, this fraction is equal to 8.33%. 8.33% is 1 by 12. One by 16 is 6.25%. We are discussing the main fractions which are regularly used in calculation. So 1 by 16 is 6.25%. 1 by 20 is 5%. 1 by 25 is 4%. 1 by 50 is 2%. And 1 by 100 is 1%. So in this way we have covered the entire range from 100% to 1%. 100% is 1 and 1% is 1 upon 100. Suppose somebody asks you what is 9.09% of 44. So now you have to remember what is the fraction of 9.09%? That is 1 by 11 into 44. So this is how we have to use these fractions for our calculation. The next important concept is percentage change. Any value it changes, like it is either it can be increase or decrease, plus or minus. So what is the percentage change in that value? So first note down the formula for this. Final value minus initial value divided by initial value into 100. FV means final value after the change. IV means initial value before the change. So final minus initial, always divide by initial value. What was the before? into 100 because we have to convert into percentage, so we have to multiply by 100. We will take an example to understand this. Suppose the price of petrol are increasing day by day. Suppose now it is 90 rupees per liter. After some time it may become 99 rupees per liter. So what is percentage change or percentage increase in this case? So 99 minus 90 upon 90 into 100. So 9 upon 90 into 100, that is 10% increase. So the price of petrol has increased 10% from 90 to 99. Successive increase. Successive means one after other. एक के बाद एक अगर वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो रही है तो what is the final increase percentage that we are interested in? Suppose the value is 100, it get increased by 10%. So it becomes 110. ठीक है, 100 का 10% इंक्रीज हुआ मतलब 10 plus 10, 110. Now after that there is one more increase, 20%. Now 110 is increased by 20%. That means 20% of 110 or 1 by 5 of 110. That means plus 22. So 132. So final value is 132. Initial value is 100. There are two increases. First increase is 10%, then it is 20% increase. So 100 has become 132. So if we say the overall increase, what is the overall percentage increase? So 100 has become 132. So overall if see, that is plus 32% increase. 100 से 132 हो गया मतलब 32% increase हो गया. But if you see individual increase 10% and 20%, so 10 plus 20 is only 30, but actually it is 32. So we cannot just add the percentage increase 10 plus 20, 30. Why? Because 10% was calculated on base 100 and 20% was calculated on base 110. So final increase is 32%. So what is the formula for this successive increase? Shortcut formula now I am telling. Suppose a value get increased by A%, then B%. So overall increase will be A plus B plus AB by 100. So this will be overall increase. A plus B plus AB upon 100. This is the overall. Like in an earlier example, if we put value A equal to 10, B was 20%. So 10 plus 20 plus 10 into 20, 200 by 100. 10 plus 20, 30 plus 2. So again you are getting the same 32% increase. So this is a shortcut formula for successive increase. And if we change the order, first B percent, then A percent, so will there be any difference? No, it will be same. 20 plus 10 plus 2, 32. So the order of increase is not important. Overall it will be A plus B plus AB by 100. Similarly, if we see successive decrease, now value is getting decreased one after the other. First A percent decrease I am showing by down arrow, then B percent decrease. So overall it will be A plus B minus AB. Because it is decreased, now it will come A plus B minus AB by 100% decrease. This is overall decrease which is a resultant of two successive decrease, A percent and B percent. तो यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं फॉर्मूला चेंज हो गया, पहले क्या था इंक्रीज में A प्लस बी प्लस ए बी बाई 100, अब डिक्रीज में क्या है A प्लस बी माइनस ए बी बाई 100%. So see the change in the formula if it is decrease. Again one example we can take, 20% decrease, then 10% decrease. So overall it will be 20 plus 10 minus 2, applying that formula. So 30 minus 2, 28% decrease. That means if initial value was 100, it will become 72. So there is 28% decrease overall. So 100 will become 72. 100 minus 28. So we have seen 2 increase, 2 decrease. Now what happens if there is 1 increase and 1 decrease? Increase and decrease. But here the percentage is same, A percent increase then A percent decrease. So first we will take an example to understand this. What is the overall effect? Suppose initial value is 100, we increase by 10%, so it becomes 110. First there is 10% increase. Then if there is 10% decrease, what will be final value? So now this 10% decrease is on 110, not 100. So 10% of 110 means 11. So we have to subtract 11 from 110. So final value will be 99. Initial value was 100 and final value has come 99. So we can say there is 1% decrease. First we increase 10%, then decrease by 10%. So overall there is 1% decrease. It has not come to the same level. It has come down. The value is 100 has become 99. So overall there is 1% of decrease. So what is the formula for this? Shortcut formula now you can note down. A percent increase, A percent decrease. The overall effect will be A square upon 100 percentage decrease. Always there will be decrease. Always. Even if you change the order, first decrease then increase, then also it will be same, a square by 100% decrease. So this is very important formula. a square पर 100% डिक्रीज होता है यदि आप a% इंक्रीज करें फिर a% डिक्रीज करें. एक और एग्जांपल ले लो, जैसे 20% इंक्रीज करें फिर 20% डिक्रीज करें तो ओवरऑल क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा. तो 20 स्क्वायर अपॉन 100 दैट इज 400 by 100, 4% decrease. So it will be 4% of decrease. So if initial value is 100, it will become 96. So this is very important formula. Now we have discussed 2 increase, 2 decrease, or 1 increase, 1 decrease. What happens if there are n successive changes, more than 2? If there are n number of changes, in that there may be some increase also, there may be some decrease also, mixed type. So what is the formula, general formula for n successive changes? So if the changes are a%, b%, c%, d% and so on up to n%, so many changes are there successive, एक के बाद एक. इसमें मिक्स है, कुछ इंक्रीज भी है कुछ डिक्रीज भी है. तो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द फाइनल वैल्यू फ्रॉम दिस? So the formula is final value will be equal to initial value into 100 plus minus a upon 100 into 100 plus minus b upon 100 into 100 plus minus c upon 100 and so on up to 100 plus minus n by 100. So this is the general formula for n successive changes. Final value will be initial value into this 100 plus minus a upon 100 into 100 plus minus b upon 100 and so on up to 100 plus minus n by 100. Now what is the meaning of this sign I have used plus minus? Because there may be increase or decrease. The plus sign you have to use for increase, minus sign for decrease. So this is the significance of sign plus minus. So it is mixed, there may be some increases, some decreases. So we will get the final value. And if the initial value is not given, always we can assume initial value is 100. For percentage, always you can take the base as 100. So we will take up an example to understand this better. Suppose a value first is increased by 30%, increase हो गया, उसके बाद 20% डिक्रीज किया, अगेन 10% डिक्रीज, मतलब 3 बार चेंज हुई वैल्यू. पहले इंक्रीज हुआ 30%, फिर 20% डिक्रीज हुआ, अगेन 10% डिक्रीज. तो व्हाट विल बी ओवरऑल चेंज परसेंट इन दिस वैल्यू? We have to calculate. What is the overall effect or overall change percent? Whether it will be increase or decrease or same. So now we have to use that formula which I have just told you. Initial value is not given, so I will assume initial value is 100. ऑलवेज आप 100 एज्यूम कर सकते हो परसेंटेज में, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 100. तो फाइनल वैल्यू विल बी 100 इंटू फर्स्ट वाज इंक्रीज 30%, तो 100 प्लस 30 अपॉन 100. सेकेंड क्या था? डिक्रीज, तो माइनस करेंगे अपन 100 माइनस 20 बाई 100। थर्ड भी डिक्रीज था 10% का। तो ये मैंने फॉर्मूले में वैल्यू फिट कर दी जो वैल्यूज गिवन है। प्लस इज फॉर इंक्रीज, माइनस फॉर डिक्रीज। तो फर्दर इसको कैलकुलेट करते हैं 100 इंटू 130 बाई 100 इंटू 80 बाई 100 इंटू 90 बाई 100। तो यू कैन सिंप्लीफाई। Some zeros will cancel out. So finally it will be 13 into 8 into 9 upon 10. 13 8 is 104 into 9, 936 by 10. That means final value has come out to be 93.6. इनिशियल वैल्यू कितनी थी 100 और फाइनल वैल्यू घट के रह गई 93.6, मतलब डिक्रीज हो गया। इनिशियल वैल्यू वाज 100 विच वी हैड एज्यूम्ड एंड फाइनल वैल्यू क्या आ गई अपनी 93.6। मतलब ओवरऑल इसमें जो चेंज हुआ डिक्रीज हुआ। कितना डिक्रीज हुआ? तो 100 माइनस So the overall decrease percentage was 100 minus 93.6. That is 6.4% of decrease is there. Because initial value was 100 which we had assumed, and final value has come out to be 93.6. So by this we can calculate n successive changes. What is overall effect? Now there may be some questions based on this comparison. What is comparison? Suppose there are two persons, A and B. A's monthly salary is 50% more than B. So A is getting 50% more salary than B. Then B's salary is what percent less than A? This is the question. A's salary is 50% more than B, then B's salary is what percent less than A? Means we are comparing A and B. So your impulsive answer may be 50%, but that is wrong. B's salary is not 50% less than A. So how to solve this? There are actually two methods which we can use to solve this problem. First is assume that A salary be 100, or I will assume that B salary be 100. That is better, because B is getting less, A is getting more. So start from B. Let B salary be 100. So A salary is 50% more. That means 100 plus 50. That is 150. Because A is getting 50% more than B. 50% of 100 is 50. 100 plus 50 is 150. So the difference is 50 rupees. The difference of A minus B is 50 rupees. But now what we have to calculate? B salary is what percent less than A? So B is 50 rupees less than A, but we have to convert into percentage. That means 50. Now I have to divide by A salary, because now the comparison is with A. B salary is what percent less than A? So it is 50 rupees less, but percentage we have to divide by A salary, that is 150, because now the base is A salary, which is 150. So 50 upon 150 into 100. That means 1 by 3 of 100, that is 33.33%. So it is not 50%, you see. It has come out to be 33.33%, which is less than 50. So this was one of the method by assuming B salary is 100, A salary is come out to 150. So the percentage difference is 33.33%. Now, what is the formula for this? You can note down the formula now. If A is R% more than B, value of A is R% more than B, then B is 100 into R upon 100 plus R percent less than A. So this is the shortcut formula. यदि A B से R% ज़्यादा है, R% मोर, तो B कितने परसेंट लेस होगा A से? 100 into R upon 100 plus R. So this will give you directly the percentage. सीधे आपको परसेंटेज मिल जाएगा. 100 into R upon 100 plus R% less than A. तो ये आपको एक शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूला मैंने बताया कंपैरिजन का. If A is R% more than B, then B is 100 into R upon 100 plus R percent less than A. अभी जो एग्जाम्पल लिया था उसमें अगर इसको अप्लाई करें तो R was 50%, तो 100 into 50 upon 100 plus 50, 5000 upon 150, or if we simplify 100 by 3, that is 33.33%. Same answer we are getting. So remember this formula for comparison of two values. Now what happens if now A is R% less than B? अभी मैंने देखा था कि A is R% more than B, but it is also possible that A is R% less than B, then B will be more. How much more? तो फॉर्मूला यहाँ स्लाइडली चेंज हो जाएगा. 100 into R upon 100 minus R percent more than A. तो न्यूमरेटर से 100 into R, डिनोमिनेटर में 100 minus R हो गया. बिकॉज नाउ विल बी B will be more than A. कितना परसेंट? 100 into R upon 100 minus R percent more than A. A is R% less than B, then B is 100 into R upon 100 minus R percent more than A. So you see the key point here. If the word is less, then we have to use minus sign in the denominator, and if it is more, then it was 100 plus R. If it is less, then 100 minus R. Numerator is same, 100 into R. So these are two important formula for comparison. We will see one example. If A is 20% less than B, A अगर B से 20% कम है तो B कितना परसेंट ज़्यादा होगा? तो अप्लाई इन दिस फॉर्मूला 100 into 20 on 100 minus 20, that is 2000 upon 80. So if you simplify 200 by 8, 25%. So B will be 25% more than A. यदि A B से 20% कम है तो B कितने परसेंट ज़्यादा होगा? 25%. So this is the direct application of the formula. Two important formulas I have told you for comparison. There is one more important application of this formula, based on which direct questions can come. Which formula? 100 into R upon 100 plus R. है ना. इस फॉर्मूले का एक और इम्पोर्टेंट एप्लीकेशन, प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन, वी विल सी हाउ टू अप्लाई दिस फॉर्मूला. Now you are seeing day by day the price of petrol is increasing. So suppose the government increases the price of petrol by 20%. If the price of petrol is increased by 20%, so the government is increased by 20%, you cannot do anything. That is not under your control. But if you have to maintain the same expenditure, same expenses, your budget is fixed. So what you have to do? You have to reduce the consumption. है ना, आप अपनी गाड़ी में कम पेट्रोल डलवाओगे ताकि आपका खर्चा वही रहे, खर्चा नहीं बढ़े. प्राइस तो बढ़ गया पेट्रोल परसेंट का, 20% बढ़ गया. तो क्वेश्चन इज आपको कितना कंजम्पशन कम करना है. देन कंजम्पशन हैज टू बी डिक्रीज्ड. Consumption has to be decreased by what percent to maintain same expenditure. So the keyword here is to maintain same expenditure. आपको पेट्रोल पे खर्चा नहीं बढ़ाना है, तो कितना आपको कंजम्पशन कम करना पड़ेगा. कंजम्पशन हैज टू बी डिक्रीज बाय व्हाट परसेंट टू मेंटेन सेम एक्सपेंडिचर. So now we will apply the same formula here. Percentage decrease in consumption will be equal to 100 into 20 upon 100 plus 20. The same formula I told you, 100 into R upon 100 plus R. So further calculate this. Directly we get the percentage. 2000 upon 120 or 200 by 12. Further if you simplify, 50 upon 3. So approximately 16.66 percentage. This is the answer we are looking for. तो आपको कंजम्पशन कितना 20% डिक्रीज नहीं करना, भले पेट्रोल का रेट 20% बढ़ गया. कंजम्पशन कितना डिक्रीज करना, ओनली 16.66% in order to maintain the same expenditure. So I hope the theoretical part is clear to you. Now I will take some questions from our textbook and try to solve them based on percentage. See the question number 8. Length of rectangle increased by 30%. So there is a rectangle. Rectangle, you know, has got length and breadth. The length is increased by 30%. Length बढ़ गई. But the width decreased by 20%. Width उसकी 20% कम हो गई और लेंथ 30% बढ़ गई है रेक्टेंगल की. So there will be some new rectangle formed. Question is, what is the percentage change in area? What is the percentage change in area due to these changes? Length increased by 30% and width is decrease by 20%. So you know area is length into width. So suppose initial area was 100. The initial area, suppose we take 100 square units. So what will be final area? Length has increased by 30%, but width is decreased by 20%. So I will use that formula. Successive changes, there is one increase and then one decrease. So final area will be 100 into 100 plus 30. This is for increase of length, and 100 minus 20. Minus 20 why? Because the width has decreased by 20%. And length is increased by 30%. So 100 into 130 by 100 into 80 by 100. Now we can further simplify this. All those zeros will cancel out. So final area is 13 into 8, that is 104 square units. Initial area we have assumed as 100 and final area has come out to be 104 square units. So there is an increase. How much increase? The percentage increase is 104 minus 100. That is 4% increase. So that is the correct answer. Here it is option D. So this is how we have to apply the formulas. Take one more question from the book. Question number 16. By how much percentage four-fifth of 70 is less than 5/7 of 112? This is the question. Question number 16 of the book. So there are two numbers involved here. One is 4/5 of 70 and another is 5/7 of 112. So we have to compare these two numbers and then find the percentage. So first we will calculate the numbers. 4/5 of 70. That is 4 into 14, that is 56. And second number is 5/7 of 112. So if you calculate this, 16 into 580. So now we have got our numbers 56 and 80. So now finally the question is now 56 is what percent less than 80? Now this is the final question which we have to answer कि 56 80 से कितना परसेंटेज लेस है. Is it clear? The difference is 80 minus 56, that is 24. But we have to convert into percentage. So should we divide by 56 or 80 for calculating the percentage? Because now we are comparing with 80. 56 is what percent less than 80? So number which you compare, that is the base. So you have to divide by the base 80. 24 by 80 into 100. So that is 30%. Or yeah, the B option. I hope this is clear to you. Now I will take one more question from the book. This is based on aquarium. This is question number 2. An aquarium consists of fishes. 65% of the fishes are male. 65% of the fishes are male. And 70 are female fishes. This is given in the question. %65 of the total fishes are male and 70 are female. So now I see this percentage is only given for male and female the actual number is given. What we have to find? Total number of fishes in the aquarium. So we know the percentage of fishes which are male are 65%. So male M 65%. So what should be the percentage of female? Because total percentage is always 100. So 100 minus 65, that is 35%. See, there can be only two types, male and female. So if 65% are male, female has to be 100 minus 65, that is 35%. 35% of total. So total, if we take X, total number of fishes which we have to find. So 35% of X is equal to actual number of female fishes which is given as 70. So is it clear? We have formed the equation. 35% of X is equal to 70 or 35 by 100 into X is equal to 70. So if you solve, you will get the value of X as 200. So total number of fishes in that aquarium is 200. That is the option C here. So this is an important concept here. Total percentage is always 100. If 1% is given, we can find the other by subtracting from 100. So this is how you have to apply this concept of percentage in solving the questions. So I hope you can solve the remaining questions. And if there is